Impressment became, in fact, the single biggest issue for the failure of the Monroe-Pinkney Treaty, which you've never heard of because it didn't happen in 1806. That treaty was negotiated by James Monroe and William Pinckney. They went to Britain and they negotiated with the British government to try to get some version of the Jay Treaty restored. It was a means of renewing that treaty, the Jay Treaty, that had expired in 1803, and which Jefferson in particular was, as we've already said, pretty hostile toward. The treaty offered pretty considerable concessions to American sailors, easing definitions of contraband, ensured compensation for seized ships, did the Monroe-Pinkney Treaty, and it guaranteed non-interference in the East and West Indian trade. But the British refused to back off of impressment entirely, even though they did pledge to use, quote, the greatest caution when impressing British seamen and to give, quote, immediate and prompt redress to any Americans mistakenly taken. So it was a pretty good deal. But given Britain's unwillingness to back off impressment altogether, Jefferson did not even forward the Monroe-Pinkney Treaty to the Senate for consideration. He just kept it to himself. He also, did Jefferson, strongly objected to the treaty's stipulation that the U.S. give up the ability to engage in any sort of commercial sanctions, because he, Jefferson, very much saw America's ability to withhold access to its trade market as an extremely powerful weapon that would be an alternative to war. That goes with this whole theory about America's commercial power being the ultimate trump card for whatever more powerful countries like Britain or France might try to do to the United States.